we wanted to bring as little as possible and see how much we really need for a simple camping trip. For a quick disclaimer, we packed 4 of these cub packs from Frontrunner that hold our tools, compressor, air hoses, and recovery gear. Although these items are optional, we highly recommend having these kinds of items when you're on a day trip or multi-day trip. Alright, first up, we packed our 2 hammock chairs. We do have chairs that fold up into a smaller package, however we figured the comfort was worth the space savings on this trip. Next up is 2 folding light poles. These you could use to hang lights, a lantern, or a tarp. They come in really handy. Alright, can't forget about the stove. We chose this Coleman folding stove because it takes up little space and works very well. For this trip, because we wanted to keep it simple, we brought this air bed that fits perfectly in the back of the 4Runner, some optional folding footstools. Alright, so the next 2 items are going to be folding tables, a metal table for cooking on top of, and then we also have our fabric table here that we put our plates and drinks on top of. Here we have a light sleeping bag, and then also a dog blanket for Miro, our Alaskan Klekai. Alright, so wrapping things up, we have our bag that holds all our clothes and toiletries. We have our cooler that holds all our drinks and food. And then lastly, we're going to put in 2 dry bins that hold all our cooking supplies and all our dry foods, such as chips, snacks, buns, and all that good stuff. As a disclaimer, after we packed all these items, we did add a case of water, some pillows and blankets to sleep with, but this is really all you need to go camping for a few days.
This week on Escaping Reality Adventures, we embark on a multi-day trip through Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana. We got into Bridger National Forest late in the evening, and once we found a campsite and unpacked, a storm rolled in to greet us.
We woke up the next morning to dark skies and another storm headed our way. We decided to pack up and hit the trail before the roads got too muddy.
With the sun out and the storm subsiding, we were really able to enjoy the views this forest has to offer.
Once we passed this meadow of grazing horses, we were back into the trees. All right, just wanted to show you this little spot that we stopped off of the main road here. Got the main road. Of course, beautiful scenery. So last night we got into camp really late. It's probably 8:30, 9 o'clock. We pretty much just set up the air mattress, the back of the 4Runner, and went to sleep. It was thundering and lightning and raining all night. It kind of stopped early in the morning, so when we woke up, more storm clouds were rolling in. It started raining, so we decided to just pack up, find a better spot to cook breakfast. So just want to show you this little cool spot. This actually probably would have been a nice little camping spot, but we definitely bookmarked it for the future. So just got our stuff set up here. Got Miro sunbathing. All our bags are hung up to dry out because they all got rained on last night. I just wanted to show you this little tree that's behind this spot here. Pretty much within walking distance. We could hear it from where we're sitting. Got this nice creek back here. This would have been great to fall asleep to. So like I said, we definitely bookmarked this for the future. But we're about to cook breakfast, let everything air out, pack up, and continue the adventure.
Once we were back on the pavement, we rolled through this cool little town of Afton, Wyoming.
We had some help in finding our next great campsite.
This was one of our best campsites we've had. We were on top of a cliff that overlooked the warm river.
Standing at the top of the cliff and looking down at the river, we caught a little surprise swimming through the water. There was 2 black bears hanging out down here on each side of the river. This last video will show you where the bears were in comparison to where our camp was at the top of the cliff. But let's just say we made sure all our food and trash was secured that night.
Once we were over all the bear excitement, we sat back and enjoyed the views around camp. Must have been a cold night last night. There's a layer of frost on everything. Even Miro's bed has frost on it. This is Mesa Falls in northern Idaho. These falls are beautiful. Make sure you stop by if you're in the area. When we reached Montana, we were treated to a tour of this beautiful ranch that will soon be going up for sale. This ranch has amazing views of the valley and sits on the Madison River.
Yeah. This ranch is beautiful. It does have lots of land and lots of views, but the best part, it has white bison. That's right, white bison. We didn't even know they existed before today, but they are amazing animals. Oh, did we mention zebras too?
If anyone wants to donate $10 million to us, we will continue to make videos here at this ranch.
One of our last stops in Montana was Beartooth Pass Scenic Byway. Even though the air was filled with smoke from all the wildfires, the views were still incredible. The drive going down Beartooth Pass was just as scenic as the drive going up. We drove through the northern part of Yellowstone National Park and were greeted by all the bison roaming around. And we drove all night just to get back home.
As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our video, please like and share. Subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more of our adventures.